There's nothing quite like a fight at the Empire Fight Camp. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Dimitri Bivol, 174 pounds. He's 6 foot tall even, with a reach of 72 inches. And up against him tonight, Joe Calzaghe. Here comes Dimitri Bivol. Here's the man who took the boxing world by storm in 2022. He won the Fighter of the Year thanks in large part to his dominating win over Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas. Here comes the Pride of Wales, one of the best fighters in UK history. The former super middleweight and light heavyweight champion of the world is the Pride of Wales, and no one has been able to beat him.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dimitri Bivol. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable
an open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
You got the fresh air, you got the breeze, but you've got the fans baying for your blood, wanting to see you win or lose.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Perfect punch. Counter punch. And he misses with the left uppercut. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning or air con, as you say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind. You've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Jab misses. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Couldn't land that jab. Well done with that counter shot. He misses with that straight left. And that hook misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Talk about Bivol in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode. And there's the bell to start round 2. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? perfect counter lands. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Misses with the straight left. Nice counter shot. Only catching air with that hook. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to... The bell rings and we start the third. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
They exchange punches. Better start respecting each other's punching power. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Pretty close fight here in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. These punches coming from every angle. There's a counter shot. Insane action. Nice counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Bivol in that last round. Well, he is glad to have... And there's the bell to start round 4. It's safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Dimitri Bivol just got knocked down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
A shot from the guns took him out.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Pretty good start the first half of this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That counter shot lands. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round.
The fight's not over yet.
There's the bell to start round 5. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The counter punching. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Hey, Doug. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
The Pride of Wales in some real trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Oh, Bivol now stumbling and bumbling. Is he going to go down? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Calzaghe in that last round.
Starting to make mistakes and switching off.
Let's start the 6th. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
How about that time counter shot? A perfect counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
Wasn't ready for that counter punch. It's nothing but air on that left uppercut. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well, Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Bivol in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away.
Get focused. Get your minds on the...
Round 7, here we go. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Good counter punch. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Through the straight left, but it won't score. They threw the hook. It didn't land. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Beautiful counter punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Talk about Bivol in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Needs a knockout with that.
That was a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident.
And there's the bell for round 8. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. He misses with that straight left. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Misses with that uppercut. Nice counter punch. That counter shot lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. And he scores with the counter. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. It's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.